Okay, I've got a question for you guys. Do you know what a laptop, your cell phone, your music files, and even your car all have in common? The answer is metadata. And this is a short video that will describe to you the effects of metadata and how it will be used against you.
How you doing? I'm Evan Kamora. I'm going to talk to you about metadata and how it can work against you. For instance, social media. Everybody has a cell phone. Everybody goes to email, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. But what you don't know is you're being tracked. Every little post you do, people can find out where you're at. Any kind of information you send or you're looking at, the government and other people can find out by digging deep in the archives. Now, a lot of personal information is put on social media. For instance, your first name, your birthday, when you're born, where you're from, where you're at now. Like Facebook, you can check in. So you never know. People can check that out and then like, oh, so-and-so is checking in at Fat Burger down the street. And all of a sudden that person's stalking you. You don't know. It's dangerous, but it's good at the same time. Another big problem with social media is, say you have like doctor's files, or like you make a phone call or an email, it can be tracked. To say you're emailing like clinics you don't want people to know you're going to. All of a sudden, now people know what you're doing and what's happening. So you just be mindful when you use social media, what you are really posting, because it could bite you in the butt. And as you know, Google is a huge search engine, probably the biggest search engine that everybody uses today. But Google also tracks every little thing you do. So anything you look at, good or bad, the government will know, Google will know, and other people can find out what you're looking at, simply by doing, like searching up your information. They won't find everything, it'll be bits and pieces, it'll probably be like a little rat race, a little puzzle to figure it out, but everybody can see everything you do on the internet.
I'm Greg Joyce, and I'm going to talk about the cons of metadata. I think mostly that privacy concerns are an issue. Being with all that information together, I think it would be very easily accessible for someone to hack into, say, a bank account, so all that information will be readily available. And if you think about it, all throughout your phones, even if you say something in front of your smart TV, Samsung to be exact, that's listening to everything you say. So the small amount of privacy you think you may have, you don't. And that's something that you really need to take into consideration when you think about metadata and the pros and cons. That's something that definitely needs to be taken into context when you think about that.
Alright, so what is metadata, basically? That's what you're asking. Well, metadata is whenever you have like a video you upload, or I'm sure you upload on the internet, you, not just the name of the video is saved, but the location where you took the video. GPS is a great example of great example of metadata. Whenever you're using Google Maps and you're driving around, and that little blue dot, the way it tracks your position on Earth, GPS, that's through metadata. John McPhee was a renowned antivirus developer, and he made McPhee the antivirus software that we all know and love. Anyway, he was wanted in questioning for a murder of his, I forget his name, but it was his next door neighbor, and he went missing, and the government couldn't find him, and so they used metadata to track his location, and they found that he was in Guatemala. How they did this was a reporter contacted John McPhee and asked to do an interview. And when he did, he also posted a picture to Instagram that day of where he was, not exactly giving off their Guatemala location, but instead releasing that data. And when they did, the GPS location that came up with that photo that he didn't even know about was released onto the web, so anybody could see it. And that's how the FBI actually tracked him down, called him, and brought him to justice.
Hello, my name is Giovanna, and I'm here to talk about the metadata associated with your cell phones and the privacy risks that are involved. Well, you can say that nowadays cell phones are basically our most personal digital tools. We carry them around everywhere we go and we use them for everything. Through the metadata associated with your cell phones, the government has access to your personal and private information. Although they claim they can read your text messages or listen to your phone calls, they still do have access to the duration of the call, the participants of the call, the person you called, and so on. Also, if you have internet-enabled cell phones, they can have access to your search history and browsing history, which leads them to your personal interests. When metadata is gathered in bulk, it can reveal pictures with details that you don't want everyone knowing. So you should be very careful with the way you manage your information in your phone and the way you share it. In conclusion, metadata is personally identifiable information that's recorded along with the videos you take, the pictures you take, the messages you send, and the calls you make.
Hi, my name is Kara Cordelli, and today we're going to talk about credit cards. Latest studies show that information such as time, location, price, and date is enough to give away your 4 bits of credit card metadata is capable of identifying nearly 90% of the group. Even though the chances that your government is spying you in any way aren't that big, there's nearly 100% chance that someone else is. There isn't a way that we could stop this, but by using credit cards in trusted places and websites is a way that we could prevent this. And if possible, always use cash. You can never be too careful with your privacy.
Hello, my name is Kenneth Rodriguez. Do any of you have any type of blog such as Tumblr, Twitter, or even WordPress? Did you know that anything you post on any of those blog sites, the government can easily track it? They can track your followers, the date and time where you posted it, even the day you made your account. The government has access to anything that you're able to post. Also, the metadata for your blog contains your IP address, which in turn leaves you open for attack from hackers across the internet. This in turn allows all of your personal information that is stored readily available for anyone to make use of them for themselves. Examples of sensitive data include credit card numbers, social security numbers, bank account numbers, etc. This can really have a negative impact on your life if all the financial information falls into the wrong hands.
Well, we hope you learned a lot about metadata and the various ways that it can be used against you. Now, keep in mind that this is not completely hopeless. There are tools that you can download off of the internet to help remove metadata from your files before you post them. Another thing you can do is check the metadata to see if there's anything personally identifiable in the stuff that you post before you do. Most cases, you can just go into Windows, right-click your files, and go to Properties and see what's included. If you feel the need to take anything out, you should be able to edit it from there. If not, you probably have to download those other programs. So we hope you learned a lot from this video, and please share it with your friends, let them know of the dangers, and hopefully you keep your data safe. Thank you. Good night.